Hello and welcome back to the technical charts analysis section. So let us have a look and see where the market was as of last Friday and what the market is doing as of this morning. Okay, so as we can see, this is the US dollar index. Again, the US dollar index shows us whether the US dollar was strengthening or whether the US dollar was weakening. Okay, so as we can see, the US dollar bottomed out on last 2 weeks ago on the 10th of June, early morning. Technically, this was Thursday, early morning, 11th of June at 2 a.m. after the FOMC statement, which was released on the 11th of June at 2 a.m. local Singapore time. We can see that the US dollar consolidated for about 1 day and then after started to strengthen. Okay. So the bullish sentiment or the retracement, I would say, is still intact at the moment. As we can see, it was moving up, then it came down, it was consolidating, and then of course it was also moving up again. Okay, so the bearish sentiment or the slight retracement of the US dollar is still intact. However, we always need to be cautious also, always understand the latest market sentiment, the latest news, if there is any, and also the latest chart patterns before we enter our buy or sell trade. Okay, so again, as of this morning, for the Asian trading market, we can see that the US dollar was finding some resistance all the way from last Friday during the US trading session. It couldn't get past this resistance of 97.64, and it's been testing this level for quite a number of hours. And as of this morning, we can see that the US dollar is slightly bearish, okay, going down about 18 points. So for this morning, bearish, slightly bearish. Okay, let us have a look and see how it is impacting the other major currencies. Okay, just before we go to the UK pound, and also having understood that this morning the US dollar is slightly bearish. On last Friday, we can see that the US dollar actually found some resistance first. Okay, found some resistance here, which was actually the previous tip also. Okay, found some resistance here on Thursday and also on Friday, and towards Friday at about time here is this candle here is about 1400 down below, plus 5 hours will be 1900 hours. So this is at 7 p.m. last Friday. The US dollar weakened. Okay, when the US dollar weakened, it came down and it found support on this H4 hour 4 bullish trend line, and after finding support, it actually managed to stage a strong rebound. Okay, so the US dollar ended on a bullish note as of last Friday. Okay, so again this morning the US dollar is weak, but let us have a look and see how the other major currencies reacted on last Friday and also this morning. Okay, so US dollar last Friday at 7 p.m. weakened for 2 hours, and then at 1600 hours plus 5 21, and then at 9 p.m. last Friday strengthened back. Okay, so looking at the UK pound now, again, as we can see, the UK pound has been bearish for a while, for a couple of days, although it tried to retrace back to a certain extent, but couldn't get past this resistance. Came down on last Wednesday and also was bearish on last Thursday. Okay, so last Thursday from 3 p.m. local Singapore time, it was bearish throughout the UK and also the US market trading session, and then after it was consolidating. Okay, and just now during the outlook market drivers, we were looking at last Friday's event, which was at 2 p.m. The UK was releasing retail sales numbers, so we are expecting the UK pound to move on last Friday. Okay, so again, be very careful about trading based on results. Again, we can see that the data announcement showed a 12% increase in retail sales versus market expectations of 6.3%. So 12% is definitely better than 6.3. The data came out in green color, and theoretically the UK pound should be strengthening. Okay. However, we can see that the UK pound did not go up again after the data was announced at 9 plus 5, 1400 hours. Okay, so that would be 2 p.m. It did not go up. Instead, it came down and tested the support again. Okay, tested the support again, and then went down all the way until the US trading session. So altogether from 2 p.m. sorry 3 p.m. last Friday for the UK pound, it came down from 1.2450 all the way to a low of 1.2345. So this was a 105 pip movement down. Again, very nice, very beautiful. Catch anything from 30 to 40 pips in that 100 pip movement. And again, job done for the day or for the week. Okay, so as we saw just now, as the US dollar is weakening for the last couple of hours, we can see that the UK pound is currently mildly bullish. Okay, so this morning's low was at 1.2336 and the current high is at 1.2378. So currently it is up about 41 pips over the last 4 hours or so. Okay, I believe we should see the similar pattern on the euro dollar. And yes, okay, so last Friday, as the US dollar was weakening, okay, as the US dollar was weakening, we can see that the euro dollar is strengthening. Okay, so euro dollar finds support double bottom during that time and starts to move up. Okay, euro dollar moved up to about 59.60 pips, and then as the US dollar continued to strengthen again, we can see the euro dollar weakening. Okay, weakening about moving back down about 70 pips. And as we saw just now on the UK pound, with the US dollar currently weakening, the UK pound was currently strengthening, and of course the euro dollar is also currently slightly bullish. Okay, going up about 30 pips. So that was for the US dollar, the UK pound, and also for the euro dollar. Gold prices are amazing, still maintaining its bullish run. So as of if we look at the H4 charts, it is pretty strong ever since it touched a low of 1,670 US dollars back on the 5th of June. It's been going up, then it's been consolidating, and as recent as last Friday to be exact, we can see the gold prices moving up from a low of about 1,721 to a high of 1,744 US dollars. Okay, so gold prices bullish and then consolidating, and again with the recent spike in new coronavirus cases, especially in the United States, we can see investors are still very worried, still very cautious about the impact of the virus on the economy, and of course we can see the gold prices going up again. Okay, so last Friday gold prices started to move as early as 400 hours plus 5, which is 9 a.m. local Singapore and Malaysia time. At 9 a.m. from 1,723, it goes up initially about 10 US dollars to 1,733, and then towards 1400 plus 5, which is 1900 hours, 7 p.m. goes up again from 1,730 US dollars all the way to a high of 1,745. Okay, so throughout the whole day, from the Asian trading session all the way to the US trading session, gold prices moved up about $21. Okay, yeah, so $21 as of this morning. Early this morning, gold prices opened at a high over here at 1,753. It pushed back down to close the gap at about 1,743, and then it went up again to a high of 1,758. Okay, so generally gold prices is still on a bullish trend, but be very careful about buying at the tip. Always don't buy at the tip if possible. Always try to get in early. If you can't get in early, then you may have to let the trade go. Okay, so Yeah, this is for gold prices, and of course, we are looking at oil prices also. Oil prices managed to stage a strong recovery towards the close of last Friday's trading. As we can see, again, similar story for oil prices. It has been consolidating in a range, and then it went up again, maintaining its bullish run. Okay, so last Friday, oil prices actually came back down at about this is the one 1800 hours, which is plus 523 at 11 p.m. last Friday. Oil prices came down from $40.10 to a low of $38.50. So it came down about $1.60. However, it managed a strong recovery to close back up about close back at $39.49. So it recovered about $1.05 towards the close of trading. Okay, so currently it is still hovering here, but it looks like it could be going down first. And for the UK pound, again, it is slightly on a bullish trend with the US dollar being weak for the last couple of hours. Gold prices largely still bullish, okay, but on its way up, there will always be retracements, okay. So be very careful about buying at the tip. That's a danger, okay. Silver. This is silver. Silver is currently trading at 17.84. Last week, I believe, is on a Thursday or Friday. I started to analyze the prices of silver. At that point of time, I was looking at the daily and H4 charts, and it was showing that it was trading in a range, okay, within this range, within this support, and of course towards the high side on the trend line, it was having this trend line showing that it is more on the downtrend, okay, but it was squeezing into a triangle also, and okay, one second, okay, squeezing into a triangle. I remember I was analyzing this last week, okay, on the H4. Okay, so basically yeah, so basically silver for the last couple of days has been bullish, following the trend of gold prices. Okay, again, I don't specialize on silver, I don't really look into it, but I will try to spend some time on it on a daily basis and see whether I can start to make sense of it. Okay, so yeah, so that is analysis for the moment. US dollar was bullish, currently it's retracing. So but generally on a slightly bigger picture, it is still on a bullish trend. Okay, oil prices has been going up also, so be careful about the consolidation, and maybe at the moment it will push back down first before going up. Okay, UK pound is the same story with the US dollar being strong. The UK pound's general direction is going down. Okay, but again, there will always be these periods of retracement or consolidation. Okay, so gold prices again is at a recent high. So just need to watch out where it's going to go next in the afternoon session, and also the US trading session. Okay, so I hope that was a good update for everyone. Again, watch out for this afternoon UK trading session and also the US trading session, leading up all the way until tomorrow's markets economy data. Okay, so have a good trading day ahead, and I'll see you again tomorrow.